Hey you guys, it's your girl T, and I want to go ahead and shout out Devin Brown and numerous other people who also want to know my opinion about the whole Nicki Minaj, Malcolm X situation. So unless you've been living under a rock, you guys have known that this controversy has been brewing for the past few days. So what happened is that on February 12th, Nicki Minaj decided to release her single, and it's called Lookin Ass N. And basically, she's going in on dudes, she's going hard, and a lot of people took offense to the lyrics, but then after that, she decided to post this album cover art onto her Instagram page. And it's an iconic picture of Malcolm X, and on there, she has the words, "Lookin' ass nigga." So a lot of folks were really upset. Folks went in on Nicki Minaj on Twitter. It finally made it to the national headlines, and Malcolm X's estate ended up contacting Nicki Minaj and demanding an apology and stating they did not want her using his image for her album cover art. So then the next day, Nicki Minaj later on released this apology. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the apology right now. So she released the apology, and a lot of folks still weren't satisfied. A lot of people are saying that, you know what, her apology wasn't sincere. It didn't seem like she knew what she was apologizing about. It seemed like, like they were bothering her about the controversy. So a lot of folks were not buying Nicki's apology at all. And it's also come out today that Malcolm X's daughter, Ilyasah Shabazz, is also speaking out on everything. She's upset by it. She's really not buying the apology either. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a snippet of her interview with the AP that she did. So after all the controversy and all the continuous backlash, Nicki Minaj decided to go on Angie Martinez's radio show on Hot 97 and let them know further what she meant with the apology, and she wanted to let them know why she put that song out there, Lookin' Ass Nigga. I'm going to go ahead and play you guys a small snippet of the interview, and I will come back with the rest of my commentary.
Nick!
Hey,
How are you, mama?
I'm fine, and you?
What's happening in your world? Lady, where you been? What's happening? What do you do? I know we got this new song yesterday where you're spitting and pissing everybody off.
Oh my God, when am I not pissing people off? I don't even try at this point.
Did you not try to piss people off?
No, I wasn't trying to piss people off. I mean, and I don't even think the majority of the people are actually pissed off. I just think it's a great conversation to have, because it's so many records that come out daily, and they're nothing but bashing females.
Right.
And I think that I am in a position to put a record out that women can feel empowered by in our way, not in no suit and tie way, in our way.
Because we like to talk crazy, too.
Exactly. And we never get a chance to talk crazy, and we don't always want to tell you how much we love you.
Well, you had Malcolm X on the artwork. I know you said that's not official artwork. That pissed people off.
Yeah, and I apologized about that.
You
Now,
did.
that one, it was, I had this big gun in the video, and someone sent me that picture and said, hey, you should use this. This is it was just like almost parallel in my opinion, because he has this big gun ready to shoot at a looking ass bleep. And and so that's how I looked at it. I looked at it like, yo, this is one of the most memorable people in our history, in Black history,
Right.
that really voiced his opinion no matter what. And I understand how my intent was overlooked, and I definitely didn't want to offend the family or his legacy. Of course not. This record is to have fun and to talk about. It's not to, be disrespectful to someone's legacy. So I took it down. It was never an official artwork anyway.
And the song is from where? From your album or from the compilation?
So Lookin' Ass is on my album, but, the Young Money compilation album is coming out, so they asked me if I had a record. So I was like, yeah, let's just do this one.
Is
Oh,
everybody
nice.
is everybody good? I mean, there's always there's always speculations who's getting along with who, and then Drake said y'all wasn't good, then y'all were good again. What is everybody good now? Is everybody smooth?
You know what? Drake and I are great. That's my baby. Drake is the one that told me to get on Danny Glover.
Which you bodied.
Thank
Good
you.
call, Drake.
Good call.
Yeah, he told me to get on that, and Safari SB told me to get on Boss Ass Bitch. because I was in
Okay, so you guys
mode.
just heard the news clip, you know, and the whole situation to me was just insane. I posted the image on Facebook and I said, you know what, Nicki Minaj is going to get a lot of controversy behind this. Controversy is already starting to brew, but now that it's made national headlines, everybody's weighing in on this. In my opinion, I do feel like it was disrespectful for her to post that picture and then post the captions, "Looking Ass Nigga." Because if you know anything about Malcolm X, if you know anything about his legacy, Malcolm X was far from a nigga. He didn't even want to be called African American. Malcolm X was proud of his heritage. He was proud of his background, and he died for the cause. He died for us to be able to be out here making music like Looking Ass Nigga and everything else. His legacy, Martin Luther King's legacy, Harriet Tubman, Emmett Till should not be tainted by Young Money or any other hip-hop artist. You know, just a few months ago, we had Russell Simmons who sat here and tweeted that it was funny that Dee Storm and these other people made the Harriet Tubman sex tapes. There was nothing funny about that. Around this time last year, Lil Wayne caught heat because he came out with the lyrics in his song, "Beat the Pussy Up Like Emmett Till," and he had to come out and apologize as well. You know, why is it that black artists feel the need to disrespect people who paved the way for them? You know, like I said, I'm all for freedom of speech. I have no problem with Nicki's song per se, but let's not disrespect the legacy of Malcolm X. He worked too hard. Him, along with several others, you know what I'm saying, paved the way and worked too hard for us to be able to do the things that we're doing today. And we have to respect our ancestors. We have to respect their legacy and that the work that they put before us. No one in the past 60 years has come out to take Malcolm X's spot. No one is willing to die for the cause. You know, a lot of folks are also making excuses for Nicki, saying, you know, what's the big deal? KRS-One did it. You know, he did the same thing. He posed the same way. But the difference is when KRS-One did that pose, that was the golden era of hip-hop. That's when hip-hop meant something. That's when hip-hop was conscious and they were trying to educate the masses. KRS-One did not use Malcolm X's image. All he did was copy a pose. There was no issues when Boogie Down Productions did that. But Nicki Minaj took Malcolm X's whole image, took an iconic picture, and she basically desecrated it. And I'm not cool with that. I would have respected it more had Nicki Minaj did the same pose like KRS-One. I think as she did that, that'd have been a dope album cover. But you don't use his picture and then put down Looking Ass Nigga. Because for y'all who don't realize it, the reason why Malcolm X took that picture, the reason why that picture is so iconic, that picture first hit the mainstream media back in 1964. Life magazine ran that article about Malcolm X and all the death threats and all the, you know, controversy that he was receiving. Later on in September of that year, Ebony Magazine also re-released that photo as well. But what makes that picture so iconic is that when Malcolm X was talking to Life Magazine, he was talking about the death threats that he was receiving and everything else. A year to the day that that picture was taken, his home was firebombed. Him and his 6 children and his wife almost perished in that fire. And when he ran out that house, he had that same gun with him. He was ready to protect his family by any means necessary. And he told the news crew that was there on the scene that had he seen anybody who had firebombed his house, that he would have killed them right there on the spot. So Malcolm X stood by what he meant. And what's even worse is that a week after that firebombing happened, a year after that photo was taken, Malcolm X was gunned down while giving a speech at the Audubon Ballroom. So that picture is very iconic and it means a lot to a lot of different people. And I think what's sad is that a lot of us are just losing our history. We know more about trivial shit than we know about the past and we know about our leaders. And I think the only good thing I can take from this is that it's causing more kids to Google who Malcolm X was and find out more about his legacy. The same way that the whole Lil Wayne controversy caused this next generation of kids to go out and figure out who Emmett Till was. You know, that's the only good thing I can say that's coming from this controversy is that now it's bringing more people to realize the legacy of Malcolm X and how he died and fought for his people. So, I mean, the whole situation is just sad, and I just wish Nicki Minaj would have thought better before posting the picture out there. But, you know, she's since apologized, so you can take her apology. It is what it is. But I just, you know, I just feel like everything that her and Young Money does is very calculated. And she's over the age of 30. She knew damn well when she posted this that it was going to cause controversy. And in this day and age, all controversy is good, regardless if it's good controversy or bad controversy. As long as they sell albums, as long as they get attention, as long as they get hits, that's all anybody cares about today. So, you know, unfortunately, Malcolm X's legacy was just used to spark more controversy to basically sell her album. So anyways, go ahead, leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this entire situation. How did you feel when you first saw the picture that Nicki Minaj posted of Malcolm X? And then also, how do you feel about the controversy? Do you feel like, you know, it's overblown? We need to fall back? Or do you feel like Nicki was very disrespectful for posting this picture of Malcolm X? So let me know your thoughts. All right, deuces.